Hello and welcome from Puerto Nuevo, Mexico. We are on an adventure today for lobster. And as the title says, you do not want to come across the border at 4 o'clock. It was pretty crazy on the border. But we are here for an adventure. We're going to have some lobster. We're going to check out the Puerto Nuevo Hotel and just see what we can see. It's going to be a party. Come along for the adventure. So the traffic coming into Mexico was pretty bad, as you'll see in a second. At the border, we are just 1 mile away from the border here in San Ysidro, and it is backed up. They're saying that it's going to be 44 minutes for us to enter into Mexico right now, so that's pretty crazy. We'll see. It's 4:07. We'll see how long it takes us to get across, just 1 mile across the border. Really, when you're coming into Mexico, it's all about the timing on the border. If you have the opportunity, do not go during commuting hours. So basically what that means is Monday through Friday, the border is always going to be busy between 4 and 7 a.m. And then after that, it'll gradually get lower. The best time to go north on the border, I would say, is about 9 to 10 a.m. because all the commuters have gone. And then coming south, between 4 and 6 is when people are coming back home to TJ. A lot of people work in San Diego and then they live in Tijuana. That's what they call TJ. TJ is Tijuana. And so you want to avoid coming south between 4 to 6 like we did. Or if you just can't do it, then this is what you're going to end up with. 4:47.
So we spent 40 minutes in line
to get to the curve.
Yes.
But we're still not past the California inspection point.
No.
But these lines are pretty steady here. People aren't gonna... We're widening it up actually by 2 lanes here. That's why it's speeding up. And then the other line will be how fast it goes on the Mexican side.
Yes, we're still on the American side, but it's... but they're set now.
Nobody's inspecting here at the California inspection point.
We've never seen anybody inspect here.
Okay, so now we just have to pick a lane here.
Now we got to get over because eventually we know we need to go to the right.
If you had to declare right now, you would need to plan ahead. Getting across all these lanes would just be very hard to do.
Very brutal.
We're just trying to find a lane right now. Over here on the right though, they are installing, they're not activated yet, but they're installing, it says in Spanish, revision with equipment with high technology. So it's a high technology lane. I wonder if that means those lanes are gonna have, like, you could pay for a chip to cross faster.
Are they gonna use AI for inspection?
No.
Yeah, so that, I don't know. Those lanes are not open right now, but that would be interesting if in the future you could just scan your way in. It says high tech equipment scanning. So 5:31 in our continuing border saga here. The first Rosarito Bridge is down, so that's going to take us to the secondary one, obviously, and we'll see how that works out. So we'll have to go up on the other bridge and then go from there. See, so we're definitely on the Playas de Tijuana road right now. We're still stop and go, and I think we'll be stop and go until we get to the top of the hill. And what's your opinion, Denise?
When you're coming up on the border, like 2-3 miles back, you need to move over to the far right and get over as far, maybe even merge onto the freeway on the far right if you're coming from San Diego.
Yeah.
That you want to be, unless you consider yourself a super aggressive driver, because an extremely aggressive driver can go on the left because that lane will be faster, the lane that disappears, the far left.
Yeah, but you have to do a lot of sniping to do that.
You have to be a super aggressive driver willing to merge into nothing, into air.
Now right on the border on the International Road 1, and there's like people living right on the side of the road right now, right on the border, and then the river. Traffic's very interesting along the border here. There is some huge construction going on in the center lane. We've been divided to the left. We're hoping that this will merge over again. The good news is the traffic on this side is moving now, so that's good. But they're putting in big pylons here for the tunnel system that they're about to build.
Tunnel or bridge?
No, it's going to be a tunnel system.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be a tunnel system. that will go directly out to Rosarito is what the plan is. So 3 now, and we're merging into the rest of the road. We're green now. That was very interesting construction there. Just goes to show that if you build a 50-foot wall, don't go 50-foot wall, Mexico's gonna build a 51-foot ladder. Those columns are right over the border wall.
They don't go into the American side.
They don't go to the American side at all. It's just funny that they're taller than the American side. Yeah. So yeah, okay, we came to the bottom of the hill. You want to make sure you're on your right, turning right, and then when you come out of this turn here, you're gonna get over to the left lane. The left lane is where the toll roads are. Yeah, the scenic road is the toll road, and about 100 feet we will be able to pay. You can pay in pesos or you can pay in dollars, but you can't pay in both. That's the rule. We got our ticket. It was 44 pesos, which is 265, and I checked the exchange rate, and the exchange rate was right on. Make sure that you keep your ticket with you though, because these tickets do have the green angel on the back. So if you're on a toll road and you get broken down or something, you can call for a free tow with this. Well, they'll just get you to the next mechanic is what happens, but it's valuable service. If your car breaks down, make sure you keep your ticket always on the toll roads. And the view over here is amazing. I love this freeway. It's so beautiful, especially on a clear day like today. I can see out to the Pacific. It's great. It was hard getting over today. We came up at the wrong time, but the view is beautiful. Okay, we're here on the off-ramp for Puerto Nuevo. This one gets a little bit dodgy. You have to watch both sides. There's no stopping. So just look for a break and move over to the left.
That traffic's not too bad. Took just a minute or two.
Yeah, at 6 p.m. everybody's already where they need to be. So we're coming in a little bit later than I would have liked to, but you do what you can do when you get traffic. Puerto Nuevo, and the deal with Puerto Nuevo is you just have to go around and look. All the prices that I looked at range between $20 and $30. It's just what kind of deal you want. We went with 3 halves for $20, and we got a partial sea view, as you can see, but it just depends on what you like the best. There are basically 3 main families that run all the 30 lobster villages here. La Perlita is one, and then there's 2 more. There's Puerto Nuevo, and then down at the very far corner is the original, but it's just preferences. We tend to go to little ones. Here on the corner is Villa Ortega's. They're the most expensive. That's where all the celebrities go to eat lobster here. Okay, we're here at El Güero, means the white boy. That's you. It's me. And we're right across here from the ocean. We have a beautiful view of the ocean. You can see the seagulls. This is good. We're not exactly on the ocean, but the farther out from the ocean, the generally cheaper it gets. So that's what's important. Yeah. Show them the tortilla. Show them the money shot, AJ. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Now you can go for it, AJ.
That's a big one.
Yeah. Pharmacy goods over here, and then next to my pharmacy goods I can get my knockoff Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera paintings.
Yes, a little fresh impression is thrown in. We got some modern art.
Yeah, why not? Got your Mexican candies over here.
Fruits.
And some fruits. Cherries, mangoes, guavas. all sorts of stuff, and vanilla. But we have a lot of vanilla, I think, right now. We do have some tamales. 35 pesos for tamales, which is about $2. Tesla has come to the Puerto Nuevo because you can charge a Tesla here and a regular charger too. That's a BMW, but you can sign up for their services.
Yeah.
So you can charge an electric vehicle here at the Calimax in Puerto Nuevo. Also, there's an ATM machine here if you need some more pesos, so that's good too. Skipping the cookie aisle and just staying with the yogurts and the fruit section. But luckily, Mexico has a lot of good, lovely fruit. And that I can eat as much as I want. And they'll even like prepare me a cocktail over there for it. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's my dessert tonight, is fruit cocktail over here. Over at this section, you can pick your fruit and they'll mix it up for you. Yep. We paid about $100 US at the Puerto Nuevo Via hotels, which is right next to the village. It's walking distance, basically. Here's our room. Not much of a view. We have a sofa bed that AJ may or may not pull out. I don't know what he's gonna do there. We have a table. We have a refrigerator with a freezer, little microwave, bed, TV combo. There's Wi-Fi in the room. And then around the corner, simple little bathroom. You know, bathroom, pretty simple, but effective. And there's a shower. And this is what $100 will get you in Puerto Nuevo.
On a weekend.
On a weekend. Friday to Saturday night. You could get it for $50. Well, a little bit over $50 if we went on
Sunday through Thursday.
Sunday through, yeah. At night at the Puerto Nuevo Hotel, they have singers and entertainment, so I went to go check out some of the nightlife. Puerto Nuevo for quite a few times now.
Yeah.
And one of the things I like about Puerto Nuevo is there's just lots of activities to do. So let's walk around and I'll show you. There are so many things between a mini zoo and a horse show. So let's walk around and check those things out because I think you'll enjoy looking at some of those things. Here is the spa for the hotel. It's called La Vida Spa. It's basically just an extra suite that they've converted into a spa. It's nice. They have all sorts of treatments there. So over here is the oceanfront suites. We had the garden suites, and then this is the indoor pool area here. And then let's walk down and check out the views to the beach here. I can already hear the waves. I can smell the salt air, so it's pretty nice. Lots of people out here doing their morning walk. We're walking along the beach right now. Well, they put in the sand. This sand's new to us because it's all rocky down on the actual beach side. It looks like they're setting up a pavilion maybe for a wedding. I saw last night a bunch of people taking pictures and they were dressed pretty fancy. Yeah, this is a perfect view for like a ceremony.
Oh yeah.
take a picture of you. You'll sit for me. Over in this direction is where they do the horse show on Saturdays, which is actually today at 4 p.m. They'll be doing a horse show. They have some beautiful Andalusian horses, and then they have a mini zoo that you can go to too. We've gone to the mini zoo, got a little bit of deer and rabbits and goats and stuff, and you can pay for like 20 pesos, which is like $1.50. You can pay to feed them if you want to. The outdoor pool, as you can see, they sell pizzas over there. They got the giant pool here, and then they have a little jacuzzi.
To be honest, they sell pizzas next to the indoor pool too.
Yeah, they do that too.
Yeah.
And then in the afternoon, they sell tacos here. I like street tacos better. I'm just that way, but you can always have safe food inside here. So this is probably a good time to talk about safety when you're in Mexico. When you're in Mexico, you always need to be aware of your surroundings. I think when you're in a place like this, when you're in a resort, it's a very safe place to be. You're not gonna find any problems here within a resort, but when you're out in the street, just make sure that you're safe, especially if you're out at night. Just be aware. Mexicans in general are very helpful and very kind. You might run into problems, however, if you're into drinking, and definitely never do drugs. That's just illegal here, so don't do that. The pool is not heated, Denise says, but she just tested out the water and she says the jacuzzi is nice and warm. And no kids in the jacuzzi, it says. Here's the restaurant, where surprisingly they do not sell lobster in the resort restaurant. But it's okay. We're right next door to Lobster Village where you can get lobster.
They don't want to compete. There's
Yeah.
no point in competing.
There is plenty of parking and secured parking here at the resort. Although most people park over here are in the hotel area. And if you have one of the suites, it's just really easy just to park your car in front of the suite. So that's what we did.
Well, the beachfront suites,
Yeah.
you have a very short walk to your car, but
Yes, you do. There's the garden with the playground.
we'll walk this playground.
Okay.
I think the Puerto Nuevo Resort's great for families with kids.
Yeah, if you have kids, this is a great place. They got, on Saturdays, they have face painting in addition to the little mini zoo. And they'll have a clown here this afternoon. That in addition to the face painting, will also be doing free cotton candy for the kids.
Come play on the wooden playground, but they paint
Yes.
it.
It's a wooden.
Old school.
Yes. It's an old school playground. Just make sure you're watching your kids here.
Everywhere.
Yeah. I like the jungle gym that looks like a lobster personally.
Yes.
Funny fact about the Puerto Nuevo Villa hotels is this is the Ukrainian consulate office here in Baja. So this is the Ukrainian consulate's office. That's kind of funny. I always love walking through this little part right here with all the palm trees. It's nice. Unfortunately, it is time for us to head back up, so we're headed back up. There's lots of construction going on right now. This bridge is the only bridge working since the other bridge into Puerto Nuevo is down, but it's still functional, so it's good. It just means it's just a 2-lane road for right now. We're gonna head up to the Century Lane right now and see what that's like. I'm anticipating to be a 30-minute wait time with the Century Lane, which is better than the 2.5 hours for the Ready and the 3 hours for the general lanes. One thing that we noticed in the Century Lane is that as more people get Century Lane passes, the line there gets further back. We had to wait pretty far back on Padre Quino Road, but we're pretty savvy on how to get back farther on the border if needed. We made it to the border. It is 11:19. I expect about another 10 minutes, 11:30 here in the Century Lane. It's moving okay.
They're moving okay.
Yeah.
Once again, stop the lane by getting in it.
Denise has the gift of being in the slowest lane.
Yes, it's a talent. It's a
11:28, so in the
21 minutes in line.
21 minutes line in the Century Lane. Much better than the entrance into Mexico, though.
Last night, for
Hey,
sure.
so there you have it, folks. We are now back in the U.S. We're going to go up and we're going to go back home. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And come along for more adventures. We'll definitely be going to Baja more, and there'll be more adventures out there. Hopefully these tips help you out and make your trip much more enjoyable. Thank you for coming along.
Okay, so getting back to our story about